Hello and welcome to my weekly video blog. We have reached a turning point because tomorrow will be the start of the 9th week after I broke my ankle. You might like to know that this week I overcame basically the last hurdle in my rehabilitation and I returned to work for a half week. I have to say that it was absolutely exhausting, but I think that's a combination of two things. Firstly, whenever I've had a holiday ever before, and those would be 2 weeks long, I would find that I had a slight difficulty in adjusting the week I went back. I think the body very quickly forgets. I think secondly, being that this week has basically been, this time has been an 8-week gap, and that for the first 3 weeks, because I wasn't sort of doing much, my general health overall has just fallen. It's fallen through the floor, and so I had, extra tiredness. Today is Sunday, and yesterday, for the first time in years, certainly the first time here at Markenfield, although I used to do it quite regularly in Granville when I was messing with my sleeping habits, to try and get myself in the same time frame as the US with posting online. I had a crash, and that crash was about 14 hours long. So I desperately needed sleep, but my ankle held up extremely well, better than expected in fact, and so next week of course starts my first full week back, and from there we just continue. So all's well that ends well. This is the end now of my rehabilitation for my ankle. We can put that in the past, and we're moving on. And there are some exciting things to come this year, for absolute certain. So there we are. I have to apologise as well for the MMA reviews, which I said I was going to keep up with, about 9 weeks ago, and then obviously once I fell, that's gone out of the window again. So I am sort of rewinding the clock, if you like, at 9 weeks on that, and starting from next week, that should be back as you remember before. You can refer to the video that I did 9 weeks ago on that if you want to know what the state of play of that will be. So there we are. What else to say? Not a lot. We've had sort of a mix of an Indian summer a little bit this last week. We are promised that it's going to go cold, but it is funny. I do find it funny that we usually, traditionally, this is the first week back to school. This is the start of the academic year, and it always rains. It always has rained during this week. I don't know why. I always thought it was because we were going back to school. And this year it hasn't. This last week has been basically an Indian summer. I can't say it's been beautiful weather, but it's been hot. So I don't know how long that will continue. And basically that's it for this week. I'm going to be making sure that I am getting back into things, and yes, just making sure that things are as you would expect them to be, because obviously I've been out of it for quite some time, and I think that's affected everything. I think that's affected my video blogs. I think that's affected, everything that I've managed to achieve. Everything from the 5-year plan has been on hold for the past 8 weeks, everything. And so now it's time to, consign this injury and everything that goes with it to the history book and proceed where we left off. And now, of course, for the birthdays, and here is another apology for the fact that I've missed out the birthdays last week. I still have the same problem over the weekends, so I do apologise to anybody who's affected by it. The only person I can think of, off the top of my head, who I know has been affected by it, is Lauren Foggin, so I do apologise for that. Here are this week's, at least up until the weekend, so there we are. We've got Chris Dempsey, Ben Eldridge, Kurt Hollowbow, Josie Vega, Catherine Tanner, Tony Hunter, Alana Keller, Josie Aldo, Laura Steele, Ben Painter, Johnny Hendricks, and Junior Dos Santos. So, many happy returns to all of those. Eat lots of cake, and yes, have a good one.